could
We
not
all
have
twerk.
said it better. Is that Proverbs? Or like, do you want to cite?
That's
I think
Pogo
it's the
Sticks
Bible
book 2.
verse.
And he probably has his badge on still, like, you know.
It's a Chippendales sheriff dance.
Yes.
Well, you could just use the badge to like cover the naughty stuff.
It's glasses, loincloth, badges foreign.
I don't know how big this badge is, but I think that's a tall order.
I feel like Tenzin should have a really big badge.
Such a big badge.
Welcome to our shit show, friends.
There's some S&M chaff, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm like,
all kinds,
wow. Okay, cool.
Present
So
day.
saying assless is just redundant.
Yeah, but saying assless, you wanna emphasize the fact that you're all cheeked up on a Tuesday when you're wearing them.
I'm trying to watch our Twitch stream, but I just keep seeing this ass is really bomb looking. Did I say it wrong? Our tit stream, our
A little
Twitch
bit,
stream.
maybe.
Well, you know what? When it comes to me, this is the exception. So, like, get on my level. Second of all I keep seeing is this bomb-ass chicken sandwich ad that looks so good, and I want to eat it.
The magic lube is made in the swamp, and it's normally like pure and holy or whatever, but occasionally when somebody gets murdered in there, it turns evil.
Is it sticky?
It's probably sticky.
I mean, it's a little bit sticky. It came from a kid.
Jam hands, man. I'm not. Look, I want to look at the book, but I don't want to touch it until we can wipe off the
I'm
most
gonna
likely
press to
jam.
digitize the jam and stickies off of it.
But it is gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful and moving things you've ever seen. Most people don't get to see a drow civilization.
Well, that's beautiful and fascinating, but also kind of dangerous. Anybody else want to take a look before we start doing the dynamite thing?
Can I stealth myself as well? Can I roll stealth? Just because why not?
Well, I mean, you gotta do something. You can't just, hey, I'm stealthy, right? What are you trying to do stealthily?
Just be super hot and stealthy. Like, I want everybody to see how hot and stealthy I am. It's so stealthy of me.
She keeps saying they're looking for a magic cock.
She's already got Eric. I don't know what she's looking for. Like, babe, fucking come dance with who you came with.
Dee Dee, are you hearing that correctly too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're saying cock. I want to say they mean conch, but I'm really not. I hope they mean conch, but like also they mean cock.
I mean,
That's fine too.
I mean, to each their own, sure. But I guess they're looking for a magic one?
Oh, it's definitely got to be magic. You know, why look for one if it's not? I mean, either way, if it's a cock or a conch, why look for one if it's not magic? That is.
Chat about how we can simultaneously take her out and convince Dryland to go into a back room with us for a private business meeting, which may or may not result in him tied up to a chair.
Is Tenzin gonna give him a lap dance?
That might be ultimately the plan, yes.
We've had experiences where some of our clientele have gotten a little bit too handsy. So we've actually introduced a little bit of a fun experience where you surrender yourself to the Dragonborn and the Dragonborn surrenders something to you. So I'm going to just very gently, it's just playful. I'm just gonna just hold your wrists and your ankles down. You can tap out the safe word is Neverwinter, but it's just a little bit of a fun thing.
I'm really sad the butthole collapsed. Never good when the butthole collapses.
Do they have
Alright.
little chaps on?
No, they are not. You get the squirrel now. They have little chaps
I
on.
don't even know if they have asses.
Probably Chewbacca of some kind.
Asses are relative.
Your magical physiologies professor could tell you.
We will ask.
Here?
You pest of butts.
I
Yeah, but where does the poop come from?
I mean, it's got a something. Does it have enough of a cheek for it to be considered an ass?
The cheek makes the ass.
I don't have an answer. I mean, you could dissect one, I guess.
Perhaps they're not all cheeked up on a Tuesday.
Oh gosh, this little dude is Volo, and he wants to talk to you. You got some time?
Hi, Bolo. You need some dicks?
Like, I'm really ready for a meet cute with a romanticore. I feel like I've earned it.
Oh boy. Randall will kind of lean over to Dee Dee and say, "We have a group of manticores up ahead."
Oh yeah, I think the ranger wants to fuck one of them.
Not one. I mean, not anyone. Not just anyone.
Not one, all of them. Got it.
Like, I'm effing. Piranha starts swaying, getting into it, just sort of swaying with the music too.
Twerking.
Gently twerking, like not like hardcore twerking, not like trying to earn some extra platinum twerking, but
Gently
like
twerking.
just gentle twerking, just sort of like I'm feeling your vibe twerking.
I love you guys.
Oh my god.
I can take them if I can be potion bitch.
Yeah. I feel like you've kind of needed the potions the most so far. So yeah, that's a good idea.
Cause it's my fault if they don't finish.
It's always your fault. Everything is your fault.
It's always the man's fault if women don't finish stuff.
She has a point.
She does have a point. I'm not going to fight that one because I there's no way for me to win that one.
Nope.
You're a little bit outnumbered.
So in a flash of teleportation light, and there is no twerking unless you want there to be.
No.
I'm twerking. Don't tell me I can't twerk. I'm just going to twerk if she wants to.
You can leave your cares behind because if your
Is
friends don't twerk.
Is there like Doctor Who noises as she twerks through the universe?
Jesus.
Hey,
that's funny.
at least you don't hear the
hilarious.
sucking sound of the dark between the stars.
Oh my god, no.
I am glad you made it out of that without mentioning the sucking sound of the dark between the stars.
And occasionally creates a sucking whisper. What is it? Milky moist whispers? I don't remember.
You made it worse.
How did you make it worse? Because I said moist. That made it worse.
And milky. Let's not overlook milky, please.
I think, is it milky actually in there?
They
Did I
are
just
milky
make it
white
up?
tentacles. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Rather you didn't.
Lots of D words.
All the
Dazzling
D-words.
Dee Dee.
Dazzling
Oh
Dee Dee.
dear God.
That's her Vegas name.
Dump truck Dee Dee.
She got that dump truck.
She got that dumpy.
Yep.
She kind of thick for a goblin.
You actually managed to convince the captain of this boat, Lord Dryland, to engage in some BDSM with your party.
Hoes make the world go round, baby. Oh
my god.
Right, but is Melitus? You're in the city of Melitus, right?
Sure. Sure. Whatever you say, DM.
Yeah. I don't want people to go back and look and be like correcting me.
You mean me?
Yes.
So Muddy had two courses of study. She had her unofficial one, which was, of course, furthering the never-ending march of capitalism via illicit substances. And then the other one is she is doing a research internship in the labs.
Okay.
Trying to force evolution on pests.
Is Maudie trying to amass an army of pests?
She's not
trying.
avoiding it. Basically, if anything goes wrong, is it really going wrong?
Happy little accidents.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
theoretically, I could stick it in his butthole, but I'm trying not to sexually assault people.
I'm gonna say I just rolled an 18.
Like around the ankle.
It takes it. Teamwork makes the dream work.
My dice are cursed. Like, that's just what this is.
Hey, Madame, who's not supposed to vape in the house, is doing it on camera.
Hear you.
Jasper is our roommate gets a danger cutie. That sounds pretty radical.
Danger cutie. Oh my god. We're explicitly
Balls.
past that point where we would never will be.
Hello, everybody, and we are welcome back. It's been almost 6 weeks since we played. Is that how long it's been?
Sounds about
It's been
right.
a long fucking time. So, hi, we're back. Poor Jax is not feeling well. She is here, and hopefully she won't be hacking up a lung tonight.
I'm here.
And Star Cells will be joining us, so I'm actually going to change this. Who knows? I mean, you never know if Star Cells is actually going to join. So I'm going to turn off the not appearing.
It's a fun little surprise,
her
you know?
character. There we go. It's a fun little surprise. You never know. Ella, is something exploding?
Sassy's coughing, but
Aw.
through my headphones it sounded alarming.
Hey, sit the A Night Block. All right, so we are back. It is wonderful to be back, and we are lost in space, and we're heading back to the Rock of Brawl, and we should probably introduce ourselves and who we are and what characters we're playing, if we remember. Aw, look at you subscribing.
Go team.
Why don't you start, Ella? And let me see if I have a promo for Ill Repute.
Hi, I'm Ella Darling, co-host of Ill Repute, a pretty cool podcast. I'm also Pepsi Maxton. I am an erstwhile cheerleader and a current satyr and a bard, and I have cool horns. That doesn't mean I'm horny. I am, but they are not connected. And I have a bitchin' ass bow, and I can shoot shit so good and so hard, and like it's so cool. Also, hi, I'm Pepsi, and Maudie has some really cool stuff that I'm so psyched about. I remember one thing, and that's that we are growing corn, my friend, on this ship, and corn can only mean one thing.
What?
Oh, and yeah, so Ill
Food for
Repute's
hiccup.
podcast. Check it out, and then Ergot.
Wait, no, that's right.
Oh,
Sour Mash Bourbon?
Yeah.
I thought Ergot was in. I thought that was in the quarantine. Anyway, look, you're the expert, Monty, not me. I am simply an enthusiastic consumer and test subject. I'm not even going to promote my OnlyFans because I have not logged in almost 2 months because I have been overwhelmed with life and things.
But wait. But it's the R2D2 thing. I love the R2D2 thing. It just makes me chuckle every time.
What's the R2D thing?
It's the header on the promo.
Oh, that's the first ever virtual reality video shoot that I did.
Oh, cool.
Fun story behind that photo. I own the copyright because I had to. Another Esquire would understand the
Yeah.
But this Esquire totally gets it. Anyway, yeah, that was Hi, I'm Ella. I'm gonna shut up. You're welcome.
Maudit.
Hi everybody, I'm Clover VP. I play Maudit. Your perennial neighborhood vendor of illicit goods who is now diversified into I guess agriculture and human trafficking.
And who has not been slapped with a maternity suit yet.
Because we have still not established provenance of the child who is older than me.
This is true. Moving on. Hi, I'm Seth. I'm DM, and I'm ostensibly in charge, maybe. So yeah, we stream Magic here 2 nights a week and D&D 2 nights a week. I will announce this now, though. We are probably taking Thursday and Sunday off this week because the Magic the Gathering documentary is due to our distributor on Sunday. So,
Final countdown.
Don't even say that. If Kelly heard you say that, she would throw something at you. She's like, it's never going to be done. It will never be finished. It will never be finished. We will never not be editing this movie. So, yeah. All right, Jack Sinzan.
Hello, I am Sinzan, the sorceress. And, not to be confused with Senzin, the Dragonborn. And...
Oh, you sound horrible. You sound so bad. Poor woman.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us. If this is too much, by the way, like, don't feel any obligation.
May not. I get worse at night by far, so I may not,
Yep.
make it.
I mean, you could just leave and we'll never know because you just have the image up. So.
Peace. Oh, I would know. But I'll check in on you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I'll check in on you every now and again too while we're going here just to make sure. All right. Myriad_X.
Hello, it's me, Myriad, or Myriad. Don't call me Myriad_X, Seth. That's my government name, you tepid bitch. Hi, I'm a streamer here on twitch.tv. You can find me here on twitch.tv/Myriad_X, but don't call me that. I play a whole lot of video games, and we're also doing the D&D campaign on Saturdays. We just recently started up Volume 2 of my homebrew campaign, my homebrew D&D 5e campaign. So this upcoming Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific, you can catch us for Session 2.
Hey, can you shout out yourself in the chat?
Can I? I don't know. Maybe.
Please do. There you go.
I did it.
You're an admin. Like, if you guys don't know, you're all admins, so don't fuck with the account too much.
That was
shouldn't have told me that.
Why would you do that?
I told you guys this like 2 years ago, like 3 years ago. Back
no,
in
you
Storm
did
Kings.
not, but you did
For
tell us
everyone's
a
benefit.
few months ago. And then I looked at the chat admin view and was like, fuck that.
All right.
Yeah,
Anybody want to add anything before we start talking about where the hell we were last time, what we were doing?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. And I see one, it's not on camera, but on Skype, I see a fluffy dog. Very, very cutely behind Muddy.
Yeah, he's got his cheese chew.
He's got his cheese chew. All right, cool. Other than cheese chews, does anybody remember what we were doing last time and what was going on in game?
Oh Lord.
I remember the child arrived. The child showed up claiming to be Maudie's spawn from future past or something.
You involved time travel shenanigans.
Yeah.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
I also remember a lot of Bob, just because you posted those clips today, and they were very Bob heavy. And Bob is basically our indentured, like, drug farming.
Our indentured manservant.
Yeah, is he a robot or is he just?
He's a
happy
clone.
guy?
His actual name is, hold on, I have the, of course it's a Word
bunch of
document where all my notes
numbers.
are. His actual name is 13597.
No, his name's Bob.
Right.
Right.
We got conned into helping extra undead vampire
Captain Garangale.
get back his ship by promise of having his cargo. His cargo ended up being this really annoying teenager who's claiming to be my child, but is also older than me by like 7 years.
And is also Princess Ciali, ostensibly heir to the Xerixian throne.
But according to Bob, she went missing several years ago. And then, like, her time, what she says happened and what he says is the history of the Empire don't match up. And then, like, what I know of what happened to my mom, like, doesn't match up. And then she can't possibly be my child because she is older than me. And, you know, I haven't had a child.
That is absolute. Those are all true statements.
But
I don't think that they teach sex ed in this universe, so Pepsi just totally bought it.
But she wants us to help her take over the Empire because she wants to change their ways to be good, which is suspicious as hell, because if everybody in a clone empire is evil except for one person, that person is also evil. They've just learned what lying is.
You forgot one other important fact. That her mom created the clone army.
Yeah, her mom, who she's claiming is me, created the clone army. So that also screams evil to me.
Can you refresh my memory? What was Maudit's summer break project with regard to pests?
It was not my summer break project. It was my capstone project for my research internship.
Which was?
And it was the evolutionary progression of pests.
Oh, the last time I heard you say it was forcing evolution upon the pests.
Yeah, that's their evolutionary progression, whether or not they wanted it or not.
The forcing part is unspoken.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Physically, you
I
guys
gave caterpillars wings. That's not making humans into clones.
I feel like implying that evolution is somehow optional or forced is granting an autonomy to any species that none other is granted. Like, I didn't choose to have fuzzy goat legs and hooves and these bitchin' ass horns. I was just blessed that way.
Okay.
But like, nobody forces evolution. I don't know.
Right? Did any bipedal humanoid decide to walk upright with our fucked up spines? I think that's a no, bitch.
Where the hell are we going with this?
Okay, well, if I were a dude, I would give the better example of like, nobody chooses. Evolution isn't something you opt into. Otherwise, why would testicles and scrota
be external?
Yeah, like
yeah,
very
Crawling
poor craftsmanship.
around on all fours. Is that what we're talking about?
Well, he's implying that I'm evil because I was forcing evolution, as if that's not already fucking natural.
I wasn't implying anything. I was simply reminding you of what you actually said.
Yeah, I chose to omit those terms, sir. I am well aware of what I said.
She said what she said.
All right. I believe you, and I believe you said what you said. And is there anything else you want to add before we pick up as the moist pleasure barge arrives back at the Rock of Brawl with a cornfield planted on the stem, I guess, in front and bow?
It's corn.
Yeah, I still think she's evil, and she's definitely not my child. I think, if anything, her mom, who went missing at a suspicious timeline, could potentially have been my mother.
Which would make Ziali your sister, and you also an heir to the Xerxian Empire?
Half-sister. Half-sister.
Interesting. That's an interesting...
Do you know her father?
No. My mom screwed a random human because she worked for a circus. But...
is there a word for that? Like a circus brat? Like, what is there? Oh, right. White trash. Never mind. Sorry.
I was in a circus sector, Seth, so why don't you slow your fucking roll?
I'm just giving you shit.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I resemble that remark, okay?
So, the other thing to recall is that there are 2 Captain Garangales on board right now. She is disguised. She's using illusion spells to have herself be disguised as Captain Garangale.
I thought the original one went back to his ship and was like, peace out, don't call me.
Except to Aurora.
His ship is tailing you, and he is sharing a cabin with Aurora right now.
Oh, yeah, because that was a weird thing that happened.
Was that the kind of hot one?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she decided to go from a fairly normal life vampire who could walk in the sun to choosing to become an undead vampire. For a guy she knew for 2 days.
Oops, sorry. There we go.
Who
Just like your
obviously-
everyday college experience, you know?
Yeah,
I mean-
yeah. It was an everyday toxic college relationship.
Yep. Is there anything else that we want to... you had went to bed after tripping balls, and you were going to get up, and in the morning, before you arrived back at the Rock of Brawl, or once you got there, Ziali has agreed to a telepathy spell. So she has agreed to being probed telepathically.
Remind me who Ziali is?
She's the one claiming to be related to me.
Kiddo. Okay.
Princess Ziali, heir apparent to the throne of Xerxes, displaced by her twin brother. So perhaps Muddeed had twins.
Do twins run in your family, Maudie?
Twins are an incredibly rare and horrific omen in elven culture.
Is that canonically true?
Yeah.
Will you expand on that for just like a little?
I mean, as far as you're concerned, and you can expand on it after this, that might even be a considered portent from the gods' rare occurrence.
Yeah.
This can be a personal research project that I do by myself.
Yeah, I picked up that bit of knowledge on my first character I built.
I mean, you guys are college students. Ostensibly, you started as college students anyway.
Remember that time we were just like normal college students, just learning stuff, and now we're in a space.
Right.
Life really comes at you fast.
Yep.
Were we ever normal college students though? It kind of felt like even when we were in college, they like put us in situations that were not normal. I feel like we had a college experience that most of our peers probably didn't.
I mean, we had that one thing with the house. That felt very standard college.
Felt like we were getting hazed, yeah.
The thing with the house where you found your first symbiote.
Well, I mean, except for like that one specific moment.
We found the doll. That felt collegey.
Yeah, and then we kind of hazed them back. It was a fun bonding experience.
Yep.
Is it like not normal for like your teachers and professors to put you in extremely hazardous and dangerous situations that might cause you bodily harm and or to be maimed?
That you probably, I think, we're also sworn to secrecy about. So, like, if anything comes about, like, they're completely, protected.
I mean,
actually, the more we say this, yeah, kind of.
When Professor Dom Mommy asks you to do something, you do it. Sorry, I still had that up. Anyway. All right. We are arriving at the Rock of Brawl. You've had your 8 hours of rest. Hiccup lets everyone know telepathically through the ship that we will be arriving back at the Rock of Brawl shortly. So get yourselves up, get your coffee, make yourselves presentable, and if you want to... Well, I mean, you can tell them what you want to tell them, Hiccup.
We'll be arriving at the Rock of Brawl shortly. Do whatever you want. Bye.
I was really waiting for you to be like, please put your seat backs up and your tray tables and that. Sorry. Anyway.
I don't care what they do. I'm not their dad.
That's why you're the captain. Oh, hell. Woo.
Do you want to do the scene with Ziali on the boat, or do you want to get yourselves back into the rock?
I'm trying to think because none of us are really like psychics.
I have detect thoughts.
Like, yeah, it's detecting thoughts, but is that detect thoughts plus zone of truth?
No, but if they try to like block me out, if she tries to block me out, I'd know. So if like I try to probe into her little mind, and there's something in there she doesn't want me to see, and she blocks me out, then we can't trust her.
I mean, that sounds reasonable, right?
It does sound reasonable.
If there are any plants that have been in her vicinity for the majority of these things, I can talk to them.
If you want to have planted a succulent in her cabin, you can have done that, but it'll only been the last 12 hours.
Honestly,
Also,
that's generous of you, and yes, I would love for that to have been the case.
Sure.
She also does seem very stupid.
How old is she?
Like 19 in Eladrin years.
Yeah,
Alright,
she's
well.
the equivalent of 19, but I would like to point out that canonically she is 5 years older than me, and she refuses to acknowledge that she is 5 years older than the person she is claiming is her mother.
Well, are you 14?
No, like so elf. Think elf years.
Okay.
So she's like what did I say? 59, and Margit is like 55.
So I'm 45, and you said she was at least 50.
There you go.
So roughly still perceptibly 19-ish?
Yeah, because canonically elves reach the age of adulthood at 50.
Okay.
So that would be equivalent to 21.
Okay.
They both look approximately the same age to your eyes.
Good.
So Captain Garangale, the fake Captain Garangale, swaggers in and says, "Good morning, good friends." Obviously a woman's voice trying to sound like a man's voice, and sits down.
How do you do, fellow teens?
Exactly. I'm ready for whatever test you want to give me. I feel great this morning.
Okay, so here's the deal. Let me read the spell.
Read the spell to us.
Give me
Wait,
a
real
second.
quick. Oh, yeah, you as well.
If you have a question, go ahead.
Well, I have dispel magic, but I'm very clumsy magically, or arcanically. Can anyone detect magic just to see like if she's like putting on airs? You know?
I think Hiccup can.
I mean,
Right?
what you're going to
Magic.
get is everything is magic around her because she's using an illusion to
Yeah.
appear as Garangale.
Because
And
she's
this is why I am not the magic
filthy
user.
wizard.
Hey!
I don't even know enough to be a bigot about these things. I'm learning. I'm doing the best I can.
I have
I'm a bard,
nothing
okay?
against wizards, but
They're just filthy.
But I have nothing against wizards, but
my family is witches all the way down. Witches carry on the maternal line, so you don't become a wizard.
fair. I get it now.
What are warlocks and sorcerers to you?
Disowned.
That is somebody who is so sorcerers
Hey.
are not carried just like on the mitochondria. That's carried on the Y chromosome. And then warlocks are non-magical people who decided to become magical.
Fucking posers. Just say it. They're fucking posers. Johnny come latelys.
Alrighty then.
Uh,
What you got
okay.
for the spell?
So, for the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind in that moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the creature's mind. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates. And then it can also, if it succeeds, then it knows that I'm probing, but she would know that I'm probing in her mind anyway.
Yep.
Questions verbally directed at the target creature naturally shape the course of its thoughts, so this spell is particularly effective as a part of an interrogation.
All right.
That's a brief summary.
How long does it last?
So this lasts concentration up to 1 minute.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. For roleplay purposes, I'm going to set my phone to 3 minutes. You ready?
Wait, hold on. If she's gonna do that, I'm gonna give her. I'm gonna set the stage.
You guys want to talk about it first?
You can ask her questions.
I am activating my fragrant aura.
Okay.
To.
Yeah, that usually buffs and debuffs. I'm curious.
yeah, buffs and debuffs, right?
Okay.
Where is it? I want the one that gives her disadvantage. The other, what? Is it she has to succeed a wisdom saving throw, or...
She's going to relent. Like, she's not even going to make the saving throw. She's just going to let you in to do what she wants.
Yeah? She's not going to do anything at all?
Nope.
You promise?
If you want to cast the spell, like, I don't know what direction...
It's not a spell, it's just an AoE.
Do your AoE, because, you know, if you guys do something that's like, if you don't give me the answer I want, I'm going to throw you overboard, she might cast a spell to try to get herself out of the situation. So I don't want you to think that I'm screwing you over in some way.
I mean...
And as you're thinking, she looks around, she says, I've been witness to several interrogations. If you'd like to... consider your questions first before you cast whatever spell it is you're going to cast. By all means.
So what kind of questions do you want to ask her, Maudie?
I mean, I don't trust anything she's saying. So I don't trust that she wants to actually change everything in the Empire. I don't trust that she wants to shrink the Empire, and she doesn't want to continue conquering things. And then, like, what's the plan after she dies? Like, does she really expect the Empire to continue on in her thoughts? Like, honestly, I think she's full of shit.
Okay. We're going to ask her motivations and goals.
All right.
And maybe what the deal with her mom is. Okay, I'm gonna look at
timer's starting. You have cast the spell.
The alley, and I'm saying, "Free your mind," and I'm going to place my little wings upon her temple.
Okay. She melds minds with you, for lack of a better word. Ask me questions.
Floating. What are your motivations? Why do you want to dismantle the Empire?
You get from her a vision of a twin brother. His name is Zeleth, and they look a shit ton like Mudheat. And she is incredibly angry with him, and in her mind, she is picturing killing him in any of 20 different ways. So that is what is foremost in her mind. Her anger with her brother for basically usurping her position in the Empire.
Oh, she's mad about that. Do you actually believe your cause has any leg to stand on?
She says, yes, absolutely. I know that there's a coalition somewhere fighting the Empire. My father went through great lengths to try to track down the opposition. Oddly enough, they are rumored to be headquartered somewhere in Doomspace. She is telling you the truth.
Is Maudie actually your mom? Show me your mom.
As like you get in your mind, you get a picture of Maudit, middle-aged, same mannerisms, same sarcasm, same disdain for others. As far as you can tell, this woman is Maudit or some version thereof.
Anything else, guys?
I mean, it seems like she only cares about getting revenge on her brother, not actually doing anything.
So the sense, if you ask that as a question, the sense you get in your mind is she really doesn't give a shit, but she will keep her word if it means getting her throne back.
Okay, yeah, so she's a piece of shit. And then the thing with her mom just tells me that, yeah, genetics on mom's side of the family is strong because, duh. And then people raised by the same person have similar mannerisms.
All right.
I don't know,
That's your
Marty.
3 minutes.
That really looked like you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and you look like everybody else in your clutch.
Okay, you are both getting hurtful, and I think we need to take 5.
So yeah, this is just tiresome, and she drops the illusion of Garangale.
Hiccup's going to pout a little bit, and she's like, "That's not true. I have this little white feather right here." And then there's like a little white feather that peeks through. No one else in my clutch had that feather.
Hiccup, I would recognize you in a sea of other. I know what your species is. It's not occurring to me right now. Kenkus.
I appreciate that.
I think we're both just a little overwhelmed. I think we're all getting overwhelmed because this interloper is making things super weird.
Interloper.
I'm the interloper.
I'm just saying,
she looks at you, she's like, this is my empire. You're actually living inside my empire. I'm the interloper.
You're living on our ship.
You are from a time or space or whatever. Yeah, sure. Yes, absolutely, darling. Of course. But you are here in our time where Maudit has not birthed you, and so not responsible for you or your brother or your sibling rivalry or your empire or whatever you're chasing down. Love that for you. However, you are the one who is out of place in time right now. We are just trying to maybe get diplomas still. That's where we're living. I don't know if that's off the table or not. That's my big concern.
She looks at you and says, I mean, I can give you all honorary doctorates, of course.
Honorary?
Missing the point.
Honorary?
You could not miss the point harder if you tried. If you rolled a d20 to miss that point. You wouldn't.
Little princess, what we're trying to say is nobody gives a shit about you and your family drama and your delusions that me and my virginal womb somehow, before I was born, birthed you and your shithead brother. Nobody wants to help you get revenge on him because nobody cares. We would rather kill everybody in your family and burn your empire to ashes because nobody likes you and nobody thinks you should exist.
Wow, that was hurtful, Mom.
Okay, once again, I think we all have a lot of very big feelings right now. I think we're all going through a lot of confusing
thoughts. I cannot
thoughts.
express how little my feelings are. Like,
Maudit,
I don't
not
care about
saying
her.
this for your ass. This person isn't going to disappear. We're not going to bully her away. She's fucking here whether we like it or not.
I don't think we need her.
That's the word.
What's the word?
I don't like.
Regicide.
Also, if I look like her, why do we need her? Kill her. I'll impersonate her.
Oh. Do they like look like a lot alike?
Oh yeah. Like, I mean, not, they look familially alike, right? They don't look like twins or anything.
I think what threw me is that the image that we have of Shillelagh or whatever is our good friend right here. I don't remember who's is.
I'm sorry.
Darius's- no.
That reminder.
Cloverbeat.
Reminder.
Cloverbeat.
This is what Ziali looks like.
Can we also give a reminder of what Maudit looks like? Because Maudit does not look like me.
I was actually using your image, the one we use for your token.
Yeah, the one we use for my token has red hair
Hold
and
on.
green skin.
Where is that one? So.
And waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting.
So
and...
here you go. Here are the two.
So.
Yeah, the
you
nose
guys
and the
don't
cheeks.
actually look alike. Not really.
I just see the same like adorable My Little Pony. The thing where you got shanghaied into being so adorable. I think that's what threw me off, because it's like the age difference there and the age difference.
I mean,
I tell you
she's
what,
literally sitting in front of you as you're discussing killing her and impersonating her. She's just looking. She's like,
but like that's what we do, you know. It's an intimidation strategy, honestly.
Also, I would like to point out that it's effectively having Hitler's daughter in front of us.
That
She's
means
not
that
a
you're
good
Hitler.
person.
Or
You
future Maudit.
Her mom.
Are you Hitler or did you bone Hitler?
I'm not her mom. I don't know how to explain this, but like both in and out of character, I'm not her mom. It has not been proven that I'm her mom. There are many different ways that it can go that, like, maybe I am, maybe we're sisters, maybe we're not even related, but like, not her mom, not proven, not even in the slightest. Just because the character thinks I'm her mother does not make it so that I am.
Do we have a guest room on the ship that locks from the outside?
TNT.
There is a room on the ship. Sure, there's a brig.
Yeah, that would be why I suggested throwing her in the bathroom last game, but everybody thought I was an asshole.
Well, because a little bit you were, but we love you still. I would like to...
Yeah, in the brig, doesn't have a toilet. Locking her in the bathroom, at least she'd be able to shit like a human.
The brig doesn't even have a toilet in it. I was hoping I could, like, run in and put up some, like...
Merry Christmas. There, if for roleplay purposes, there is a toilet in the brig.
Okay, then Pepsi, like, in the midst of this, I'm gonna run and I'm gonna pull from my room the, like, live, laugh, love, and don't talk to me before I've had my Nana Toppins, and, you know, the other, like, really, like, cringe shit that, like, she has up because she came from a family that is very, you know, redundant, so people give her this shit, and it's easier to just put up the stupid shit that people give her than, like, have taste in her. It's a dorm room, who cares? So, if I can, and DM, tell me to fuck off if I can't, I just want to sneak into the brig, make it a little homey, put a few potted plants. A few potted plants for comfort.
Sure.
For comfort.
Sure.
Where's the cleric that we have?
They sort of remember, they just kind of made their way. They're somewhere on the Rock of Brawl, just making their own way.
They're not making their own way. They are spreading the information about our tour.
That is true. Yes.
So we have two options to determine if this girl is who she said she is. One, we have to find a man named Maury Povich. Two, we have to find a cleric that can cast divination spell. And then we could divinely answer that question.
I mean, there. You did go to a temple last time, but I mean, the Mercanes can probably help you out with something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's that guy who works for the god of capitalism.
Yeah, but he's gonna charge us out the ass. Fuck that guy.
Well, you probably have to check in with Cadmiel anyway because he is trying to move your nav deck.
I hate talking to him.
Like, as much as we all hate him, this might actually be also in his realm of interest.
I'm gonna start calling him Maury Povich.
By the way, when you actually discuss Cadmiel and use the word Mercane, just like, there's a Mercane here?
What do you know about that?
Well, there are rumors of a Mercane that is involved with the Resistance. And those rumors say that this Mercane has broken with the Celestial.
That sounds wild. Did they fucking really break with the Celestial? Oh my god. Like, what does that, like, mean for them and the Celestial and the world and anybody who gives a shit?
Well,
That's
what
crazy.
it means is that
wow.
it means the Celestial serves some sort of chaotic entity, like a demon or devil.
Damn, man. That sounds like a fucking bummer.
That's crazy.
That said, I would like to speak with this Mercane to perhaps locate the one of the leaders of the Resistance.
Well, Meerkat. Well, like, if I run into this Meerkat, I will totally tell them that you want to have a conversation with them about some very important things.
Did you
Yeah,
just
you know, we
literally
can't just,
rename
like-
Cadmiel Meerkat? It's very good.
He has a manner. Does he
We
not?
can't just like show up with you because that's just rude, you know. We can't just like show up and be like, hey, here's this person, time to answer your questions. We gotta like feel the whole thing by them first and be like, hey, there's a person that wants to meet you. This is who they are. You guys have questions. Is that okay?
She rolls her eyes and says, "I'll be in the brig. I understand you've made it quite homey. Thank you, Pepsi." And she stands up, you know, the complete pissy regal stands up, sweeps her hair back, and proceeds toward the brig.
There's some incredibly stale Nana Toppins on the dresser for you.
Thank you.
Feel really good.
Like, out of character, I'm Southern, and I can't help it.
It's all good.
Okay. I guess we're gonna go talk to Meerkat.
Fuck you all.
I love it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna flip over the other scene for a second.
I mean, if you want to give me any other way of either carbon dating her or trying to find some sort of way to tag her to a specific timeline or do DNA tracing, then we won't go talk to Cadmiel because none of us enjoy that.
You dock the Moist Pleasure barge at the rimward edge there, the trailing edge. Since it's moving through space, the rim edge is the front, the trailing edge is the back, and
That
you
was
can
very
actually
sexual. Docking at the rim edge.
I'm just going to remind you that I did not bring up that as an entendre of any kind. Anyway, you dock. Commodore Guff, the big hippo man, is there. He's the harbor master and welcomes you back. Says, "I believe you're still paid for the next X days."
Nice.
Yes.
So you dock, and you can see what is it on Dock Street? You can see the Happy Beholder from where you are, and business has just kind of gone on as it does on the Rock.
Large Luigi.
Shall we take our little 9 o'clock break before we go into the city, or do you want to keep going?
Sure.
Yes, thank you for remembering that, because I never do, and then I'm curious as to why I'm so thirsty and have to piece
And
it
why I
back.
have to pee.
Yeah. And it's always like 10 to 15 minutes afterwards that we're all like, oh my god, I need to go.
Ruh-roh.
All right, cool. We will be back in 5 minutes, friends, and we'll see what happens when our intrepid party talks to the celestial being.
And may the blessings of testicles be on you. Balls.
Balls.
Testicles.
And one of them will, as a favor to Dragomir, teleport you to and from Saltmarsh should you wish to go.
And if you twerk, we twerk, they twerk.
Could
We
not
all
have
twerk.
said it better. Is that Proverbs? Or like, do you want to cite?
That's
I think
Pogo
it's the
Sticks
Bible
Book 2.
verse.
And he probably has his badge on still, like, you know.
It's a Chippendales sheriff dance.
Yes.
Well, you could just use the bag to badge to like cover the naughty stuff.
It's glasses, loincloth, badges foreign.
I don't know how big this badge is, but I think that's a tall order.
I feel like Tenzin should have a really big badge.
Such a big badge.
Welcome to our shit show, friends.
There's some S&M chaff, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm like,
all kinds,
wow. Okay. Cool.
Present
So
day.
saying assless is just redundant.
Yeah, but saying assless, you wanna emphasize the fact that you're all cheeked up on a Tuesday when you're wearing them.
I'm trying to watch our Twitch stream, but I just kept seeing this ass as really bomb looking. Did I say it wrong? Our tit stream, our
A little
Twitch
bit,
stream.
maybe.
You know what? When it comes to me, this is the exception. So like, get on my level. Second of all I keep seeing is this bomb ass chicken sandwich ad that looks so good, and I want to eat it.
The magic lube is made in the swamp, and it's normally like pure and holy or whatever, but occasionally when somebody gets murdered in there, it turns evil.
Is it sticky?
It's probably sticky.
I mean, it's a little bit sticky. It came from a kid.
Jam hands, man. I'm not. Look, I want to look at the book, but I don't want to touch it until we can wipe off the most
I'm gonna
likely
press to
jam.
digitize the jam and stickies off of it.
But it is gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful and moving things you've ever seen. Most people don't get to see a drow civilization.
Well, that's beautiful and fascinating, but also kind of dangerous. Anybody else want to take a look before we start doing the dynamite thing?
Can I stealth myself as well? Can I roll stealth? Just because why not?
Well, I mean, you gotta do something. You can't just, hey, I'm stealthy, right? What are you trying to do stealthily?
Just be super hot and stealthy. Like I want everybody to see how hot and stealthy I am. It's so stealthy of me.
She keeps saying they're looking for a magic cock.
She's already got Eric. I don't know what she's looking for. Like, babe, fucking come dance with who you came with.
Dee Dee, are you hearing that correctly too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're saying cock. I want to say they mean conch, but I'm really not. I hope they mean conch, but like also they mean cock.
I mean,
That's fine too.
I mean, to each their own, sure. But I guess they're looking for a magic one?
Oh, it's definitely got to be magic. You know, why look for one if it's not... I mean, either way, if it's a cock or a conch, why look for one if it's not magic, that is.
Chat about how we can simultaneously take her out and convince Dryland to go into a back room with us for a private business meeting, which may or may not result in him tied up to a chair.
Is Tenzin gonna give him a lap dance?
That might be ultimately the plan, yes.
We've had experiences where some of our clientele have gotten a little bit too handsy. So we've actually introduced a little bit of a fun experience where you surrender yourself to the Dragonborn and the Dragonborn surrenders something to you. So I'm going to just very gently, it's just playful. I'm just gonna just hold your wrists and your ankles down. You can tap out. The safe word is Neverwinter, but it's just a little bit of a fun thing.
I'm really sad the butthole collapsed. Never good when the butthole collapses.
Do they have
Alright.
little chaps on?
No, they are not precious. You get the squirrel now. They have little chaps
I
on.
don't even know if they have asses.
I,
Probably cloaca of some kind.
Asses are relative.
your magical physiologies professor could tell you.
We will ask.
Here?
Do pests have butts?
Yeah, but where does the poop come from?
I mean, it's got a something. Does it have enough of a cheek for it to be considered an ass?
The cheek makes the ass.
I don't have an answer. I mean, you could dissect one, I guess.
Perhaps they're not all cheeked up on a Tuesday.
Oh gosh, this little dude is Volo, and he wants to talk to you. You got some time?
Hi, Bolo. You need some dicks?
Like, I'm really ready for a meet cute with a romanticore. I feel like I've earned it.
Oh boy. Ranza will kind of lean over to Dee Dee and say, "We have a group of manticores up ahead."
Oh yeah, I think the ranger wants to fuck one of them.
Not one. I mean, not anyone. Not just anyone.
Not one, all of them. Got it.
Like, I'm effing. Piranha starts swaying, getting into it, just sort of
Twerking?
swaying with the music too.
Twerking.
Gently twerking, like not like hardcore twerking, not like trying to earn some extra platinum twerking, but
Gently
like
twerking.
just gentle twerking, just sort of like I'm feeling your vibe twerking.
I love you guys.
Oh my god.
I can take them if I can be potion bitch.
Yeah. I feel like you've kind of needed the potions the most so far. So yeah, that's a good idea.
Cause it's my fault if they don't finish.
It's always your fault. Everything is your fault.
It's always the man's fault if women don't finish stuff.
She has a point.
She does have a point. I'm not gonna fight that one because I there's no way for me to win that one.
Nope.
You're a little bit outnumbered.
So in a flash of teleportation light, and there is no twerking unless you want there to be.
I'm twerking. Don't tell me I
Okay.
can't twerk. I'm just gonna twerk if she wants to.
You can leave your cares behind because if your
I-
friends don't
is
twerk,
there like Doctor Who noises as she twerks through the universe?
Jesus.
Hey,
That's funny.
at least you don't
That's
hear the
hilarious.
sucking sound of the dark between the stars.
Oh my god, no.
I am glad you made it out of that without mentioning the sucking sound of the dark between the stars.
And occasionally creates a sucking whisper. What is it? Milky moist whispers? I don't remember.
You made it worse.
Between-
How did you make it worse?
Because I said moist. That made it worse.
And milky. Let's not overlook milky, please.
I think, is it milky actually in there?
They
Did I
are
just
milky
make
white
that up?
tentacles. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Rather you didn't.
Balls.
Oh! Testicles.
Testicles. All right. So let's see. We are back, and we are. By the way, first roll tonight. Everybody, give me a perception check.
Oh no. Hold on, let me find that.
Oh, that's a 13.
Perception. Boop.
14.
18.
Maudit, you actually see. You are paying attention as the ship docks, and you see down on the far end of the dock, Garen Gale's pirate frigate docking as well.
Yeah, because that creep ship followed us back home.
Well, he's actually in Aurora's cabin with her right now.
Yeah, my sentence still stands.
All right. So you have shown your ostensible daughter to the brig. She's
Not-
just.
My kid.
I'm just gonna keep saying that because it's getting her rise up. Anyway, she sits there calmly, placidly. Honestly, all three of you give me insight checks.
20.
21.
My insight check declares that Leave It to Beaver is the first television series that featured a toilet in it. And in game, it's 18.
All three.
Both were relevant.
All
That's
three
a
of you.
really long time.
Yeah, with those insight checks, if she wanted to get out of the brig, she can get out of the brig. Like, she's doing it to placate you guys. I mean, she is a not inconsiderably powerful wizard. If she wanted out, she can get out.
With an 18, does she know that my my little succulents, like, there's nothing cast on them. They're just fucking plants.
They're just
is
hanging
she
out
onto
there.
my ruse?
You do not think she is. Remember, she's academic and rigorous and, regimented.
Sure she is.
This is like druid, nature-y, fuzzy magic. This isn't something that, she wouldn't even think, quite likely, that you would be spying on her with plants.
Okay.
That's how you know couldn't possibly be related.
Yep.
Look, I, Ella darling, am related to some people that break that whole logic system.
If
That's
you
all I'm
grew
gonna
up
say.
with somebody who was obsessed with plants,
Fair fucking point! Fair fucking point. Muddy, you're so fucking on point. Like, and I'm not trying to dissuade you, I'm not trying to not believe you. I'm just like operating within the systems that are presented. So like, I'm gonna pretend that she is who she says she is because I don't have an alternative. I'm not like, no, you're not. Okay, well then who am I? Well, fuck. Someone else? But no, I'm on the same page as you. I'm playing the game and I'm entertaining her because I want her to maybe slowly feel like she can, I don't know. At no point is this bitch ever even encroaching on the absolute faith that I have in your assessments. I am being a hostess. Boink. I'm on your side. Like, I just want Madi to know that she is not like being overruled by her friends who don't listen to her. I'm listening to you. I hear you. I am playing the game the way that I am trying to. But like at the end of the day, I will knife this bitch in the kidney if it meant you getting an extra 10 gold on a deal that you're trying to close. No fucking loyalty to this bitch, except that I want to know what the fuck her game plan is.
I like that.
Just want to be clear.
All right. Who is joining the Sojourn to go talk to Cadmiel, or to go to the Temple District and try to find either your friend, the Tabaxi Cleric, or someone else to cast Zone of Truth?
See, I don't think Zone of Truth is what we want, because Zone of Truth only works if she's lying, not if it's her truth.
But she could think that Muddy is her mom.
Yeah.
You know?
She could just be wrong.
That's a really huge note of progress for you, I would say, to acknowledge that her truth might be her own truth.
Yeah, because, like, the person she knows as her mom could have had the same name as me. Like, that's fair. I look similar to my mother. So I can understand if somebody who's dumb would think that we are the same person.
My favorite part about this is the fact that she is a wizard, so she probably has an extremely high intelligence.
You can be book smart and dumb in literally everything else.
She is the epitome of the difference between intelligence and wisdom.
Yes, this is something that has come up a lot in a book series that I've been reading with my partner. That like intelligence in game it's not what we think it is. You can be a real dumbass dumbo and just cast spells good.
Yeah, the best way anyone ever explained to me was intelligence is, oh, this is rain. I am in rain. Wisdom is, I should get the fuck out of the rain.
Yeah. So she could be doing A plus B equals C. This person has the name and the face of my mom, therefore they are my mom. And not seeing, like...
Also, now that I have the context that she's essentially your age, like 5 years, I don't actually know what 5 years is in my species because I do a lot of drugs. So I just like, I have no concept. But 5 years in elf years is like, that ain't shit. And if she is essentially our peer and she's not acknowledging the very obvious, like she's not catching on to like, well, you know what? Maybe my reality is a different reality than your reality. No, she has to make her problem your fucking womb's problem, and I have a big problem with that personally.
Right? It's like, there could be another factor. It could be like, whoopsie doodles, fell through a planar portal, now I'm on the wrong plane. It could be, oh, oops, didn't see like A plus D plus C equals D, which is same name plus same face plus, oh, same age equals relative not mother.
So this conversation, I'm really glad we're having it because I'm coming down off of some shit and I'm realizing that like she's smarter. I think she's on the books more intelligent than I am. That's fine. It's not a competition. But she certainly also has some wisdom, enough wisdom, if she's a big fucking ruler, enough wisdom to go along with the idea that like her reality isn't defined reality. Like we can acknowledge that she is here. She thinks you're her mom. Her mother is somebody who in her mind is essentially you. And we know that you have not given birth. So like the fact that she is not able, she's 5 years older than you and she is not able to like meet us where we're at in that logic assessment tells me she's being willfully ignorant because I'm dumb enough to catch on to this and I'm really great in other ways. That's all fine. But she should definitely not have trouble grokking the situation. She's being willful and I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, nope, immediate, don't like her, because if you are purposefully ignoring cold, hard facts and refusing to look at a situation from any other angle,
there's probably a reason.
There's a reason, and I don't trust any of your motives or anything that you're bringing to me if you refuse to approach a situation from multiple angles. And that's why I don't want to use Zone of Truth, because I don't want to know her truth. I want to know the objective reality of the situation. So I don't know if there's a way to get divine guidance.
That's why I suggested divination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's a specific. I don't want to reference levels in character because I don't be like, what level cleric do we need to obtain?
Yeah. You need a powerful cleric.
Yeah.
Our social status. What social status? What like are they like some fucking
like can we get our student or do we need to go to the temple? Like
I mean, if they're the same level as you, you could try to hunt them down and see if they're willing to cast that spell for you.
Yeah.
Hunting someone down to ask a favor seems like a very strange structure, but I'm down. Have we had a long rest? Because I'm down.
Yeah, you just woke up.
We had one on the boat.
Okay, I'm just realizing I somehow am 3 hit points short. And
go ahead, everybody take your long rest.
That
your spells,
that hangnail is just really grating on me.
Stepped on a splinter on our boat.
Yeah. You get calluses from hoeing.
We could try to find.
Yeah.
We could try to find mines, fire, something.
Mines blessed by fire.
Yeah.
Mines blessed by fire.
Kitty. Or we could go to that lovely little temple with the nice people.
Let me see if I wrote it down. I remember we went to the temple.
I liked that temple.
They were weird.
I don't remember the temple at all.
No. Let's see. I have my cheat sheet here.
I just pulled up my search tab, and it's just all about toilets and television.
They were people. They were temple about
Docks, Draft's Edge. It was in the middle city, right?
Yes, it was in the temple district.
It was in the upper.
You actually did. Oh, right. You managed to find a temple to Karamitra, right? Because it said all things were helpful.
It was Jurgle.
Yeah.
Oh, was it Jurgle?
It was Jurgle because they wanted to record the name of our dead person.
There you go. All right, then why don't you make your way back to the Temple of Jurgle, the dry, dusty, bone-filled Temple of Jurgle.
That's why I liked them, because I could not remember much about them, and I was like, I remember I enjoyed the experience of their temple.
All right, I am going to take Erica, and I'm going to put Erica up here in the Temple District. Erica is the party's mascot. That's where you are. So you walk through the low city, down Hammer Street. All the dwarves are, hawking their wares and whatnot. You make your way through the middle city as air gets noticeably better once you enter the middle city and up through the park into the Temple District. You arrive at the Temple of Jurgle, and you are greeted pretty much the same, just very plain gray robes, shaved bald, and how can we help you again?
We're looking for guidance only the gods could provide.
Real quick. Are there any practices that are expected when you enter a temple for gerbils? Like, should I light a candle? Should I put a silver or bronze? I'm not spraying gold. Is there anything that I should do? Any practices that I can do?
Give me a religion check.
Okay. Does anybody else want to? Because I have literally never in my entire life passed a religion or arcana check. Any character. That's a 13.
Fine. 13 is perfectly fine. This is a temple to the god of the dead, right? So anything that honors the dead would be reasonable here, right? So some copper coins.
Hiccup rolled a 22 though. So does Hiccup have better insight than I'm getting? Because that's
religion check. Are you proficient in religion?
Does Hiccup just suddenly break out
intelligent
into a funeral wail?
Oh, okay. Hiccup has made it very clear for ages now that Hiccup is Hiccup's primary
double major
is to
religion.
be a god. Hiccup wants to be a god. So I trust Hiccup to know this shit because Hiccup is like, well, let me see how I want to structure things.
If I was a god.
Yeah, it's like when you're like in a college dorm and you're visiting people who actually have homes and you're like, this is what, you try it on. I trust Hiccup's assessment.
Pepsi actually, DC's pretty low. Like, Jurgle's not utterly obscure. So Pepsi realizes that perhaps 2 copper coins for the eyes of the dead would be a good offering. Hiccup, you realize that there is nothing that these people love more than fresh, clean parchment, quills, and good quality ink.
Oh, I got that.
I dropped 2 copper, and I feel really good about myself. Like, I'm gonna feel like I have done my good deed for the week at this point, and I'm gonna I'm looking forward to the drugs and
Oh, I have an ink pen. Would they like my ink pen?
Why don't we say you did this on the way, and if you want to stop in the market, you could easily pick up some of this stuff.
No, I mean, I already have an ink pen and ink.
Oh,
because
then they will happily
I'm
accept that as an
carrying
offering.
My school bag.
You're still walking around with your backpack.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. They happily accept that gift as well. And Hiccup, what are you giving them?
I'm going to give them 10 pieces of parchment.
All right. I will give you guys +3 on any persuasion or whatever checks you need if you're trying to convince somebody here to do something for you.
Yes.
Again, what is it that we can do to help you? Thank you for the generous and thoughtful gifts.
So we need someone to cast a divination spell, if possible, to determine the paternity of a certain individual in relation to a member of our party.
Wouldn't you just go to a druid and have them do a blood test?
Can I?
That was an option.
Can I give bardic inspiration here? Like, can I just be humming like the song of their favorite gerbil? to aid, because I don't have fuck all to offer, but I can bard. Can I bardic inspiration this situation?
Why don't you wait until there's a check, and like you can be humming in the background. That's absolutely a thing Pepsi would do, right?
I tried to obtain genetic material from her, and she wouldn't let me.
Oh, I see. This is an unwilling. Is the subject still alive?
Yes.
Well, that would make it less expensive. We wouldn't have to raise them first.
Neither did Maudie.
Hey.
Ew. And where is the subject?
In our guest suite.
Oh, I see. Well, bring them here, and we will certainly cast the spell for you. We appreciate your offerings. I'd say 100 gold should cover it.
How much gold do I have? How much gold?
Maudie is, as far as Pepsi is concerned, like Maudie is the important, intelligent big sister / the girl in 12th grade when I'm in 9th grade who teaches me how to smoke cigarettes.
Okay.
So like, I'm just like, I'm gonna dip out because I don't know numbers in this situation, and Maudie knows all of them. Do.
That's.
I'm trying to decide if I want to accept 100 gold or if I want to ask for either a discount or a second spell.
I have a shitload of charisma, and I'm good at performance and sleight of hand. Probably not the right choice here, but I'm good at least performing. And
if you would like to give Maudie advantage on a persuasion check.
Yes, I would, sir. Thank you so much. Clicked.
And you can have advantage +3 plus a bardic die roll if she's giving you bardic inspiration as well.
Yes, and I love all of you so much that I'm gonna let you imagine what that sounds like. Even though I do have a sitar now.
Which is awesome.
I'm extra not gonna make you suffer through that shit. Welcome.
If you were nearby, I would come and learn how to play it because I'm that guy. So.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Although I promise I won't just sing push at you for like 8 days straight.
And I love that you don't ever have to be in a position to prove that. We can both live blissfully in this space together.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that it has to be this complicated. If you wanna haggle a price, just give me a roll.
I don't know if I want to haggle a price. I think I want to be able to ask more questions.
Wait, can I haggle a price, or is that not like?
Sure.
Is that a specific skill? Like, can I?
No, you could. Any one of you could step up and start haggling with this person.
Because the thing is, any one of you could just dismiss me like, Pepsi, honey, aren't you late for a show? And I'll be like, I'm gonna fuck off now. So I will step in and be that asshole, and you can dismiss me if you want.
No, okay. No, so I just wanted to look up the specifics of the spell before I knew what I wanted to ask.
And they will happily describe to you exactly how the spell works. So you reading it is fine.
I don't know how to phrase this specifically, but I would like to phrase it in a way of with all of the respect and not just respect,
gravitas,
almost gravitas and like worship, almost
respectfulness.
No.
Humility. No.
Nope.
Piety. Reverence.
Reverence. With all due respect and reverence unto Jurgle, through our offerings and the fee you requested, I ask that we receive our original question answered and one additional question pertaining to the individual.
We offer a package of 5 questions for 300 gold and 3 questions for 200 gold.
2 questions for 125 gold.
175.
150.
Done. Without even a roll.
Whatever I'm doing in terms of reciting poetry or playing shitty music, I'm suddenly like, Marty, my bitch, my girl.
Burly Earl, we are negotiating the price for a cleric of Jurgle to cast divination. That's what we're doing. All right. So when will you be bringing the subject here?
Right now? Like, should we just go get her? Or?
Yeah, it's like, what time is it now? I'd like to get it.
Like, I don't want to linger on this.
Yeah.
All right. So we don't even have to. Holy shit! It's a Theris. Only an hour, 35 minutes late.
You're doing great.
I'm finally on the call. My computer is done.
Pepsi starts like grabbing at her thighs, and she's like, "Oh shit! Oh my stars and my garters! Is it you?
Where are we? What's happening?
And suddenly, in a Star Trek shimmer, someone transports in. So, just to give you the heads up, Starcells, we are in the Temple of Jurgle, a god of death, negotiating with a cleric there to cast a divination spell to determine the actual provenance of Princess Ziali.
I feel like that's all Greek to me.
I don't think she was here for that one either.
I don't even remember the last time I was here.
Do you remember when this chick showed up and claimed that she was Mari's daughter, but she's like clearly old, like honey bunny. We all know. So we've been dealing with that shit, and we're working on dragging her to somebody who can cast a spell that will give us clarity and insight into her entire bullshit, because she's clearly on one.
That was like the season finale cliffhanger where I last left off, where the girl was like, "Mom," and we were like, "What the fuck?"
That was like the season finale of 2023. All
right.
And now we have just secured our deal with the clerics of Jurgle to be able to get divine answers to whatever the hell her deal is.
Did they have like I don't know. Are there any spells that are essentially like genetic tests?
That's what we're doing.
Got it.
This is what I love about playing D&D with people who are much smarter than me.
I'm gonna talk. I've been here for like 30 seconds, and I'm gonna just go off on a random tangent and say when I used to live in Baltimore, there was this little random tiny shop. I don't even know what the hell they sold, but they apparently offered paternity tests. And they had a sign in the window that I swear to God looked like it was drawn with like Michael's glitter fabric paint that said DNA, Daddy needs answers.
I mean,
do you have a picture of
was
this?
not a DNA testing site. That was a place for women who were working very hard, and I have nothing but respect for them because they are my people. But I don't imagine there's a gas station in the world who can take your cum and tell you anything about anything except that if you're dropping your cum off at a gas station, you're fucked. You're done fucked.
I love how that was your interpretation, whereas my interpretation was, knowing the area, it's likely that little shop only sold paternity tests.
It was probably like paternity tests and bongs or something.
Welcome to Baltimore, baby.
But what do you submit for the paternity test?
Cheek swabs.
Blood?
So I have to admit, I never actually went inside. And
I'm glad you didn't.
Well, why would
I
you?
don't know if I regret that or not. Like I don't know.
Look, Ronj, I'm not trying to say anything like about different lifestyles or anything, but I feel like you're the kind of person who knows exactly who the mother of your children is.
Yes, I do. Well, I'm the mother of my children, I suppose.
Yeah, that's, you know.
But I know what you mean.
I'm sorry, as a very quick aside, I love the MRA, the men's rights activists, people who are like, well, why is it always about paternity tests for kids? Why don't we ever do maternity tests for kids to make sure that the mom is the right person? It's like, I don't know. It's
they're
so
fucking
crazy,
dumb.
right? Like,
that's how you know that the public school system has failed in sex education.
This is how you know this person has never encountered a vagina in the wild.
Wait, you mean babies come out of them?
Excuse me?
Gross!
This is what I get for
babies make milk?
This is what
These
I
are
get
the
for
same people who
injecting.
write obscenity law, who are like, oh, you want to make porno? You can take all of the dicks and all of your how many can you fit? I don't know, girl, how many can you fit? And then it's like, oh, you're all by yourself, by your lonesome, just enjoying your body, and you are menstruating. You are obscene, and literally you can go to jail for that. I'm not joking. And
if you're pregnant, you just die. If you're pregnant, get pregnant.
These
you die.
are the people who made the rules on Tumblr, only banning female presenting nipples.
Right. Papa Prater, I lost control like 2 years ago. I'm just here for the ride.
I'm really sorry. I've literally been here for like 30 seconds in the last 3 months and have completely derailed this conversation. But to get back where we're going, we are finding someone who can do an MNA test.
No. To get back where we were going.
Answers or my answers.
To get back where we were going. We're not
We already hired them.
apologizing for shit all or fuck all. We are talking about the things that we're talking about. I have no apology. I literally checked my inventory. I cannot find an apology, and I'm sorry. None. I do have like a candle and a disguise kit and some rations and a water skin. I don't have any fucks or apologies in this. Like, there's no D&D Beyond is not pulling anything up for me. So, no, we're not sorry.
You know what, though? You're giving me a lot of good...
The quote of the night has to be, I have no fucks or apologies in my inventory.
None. No, I have tiny suspenders in my inventory. I don't have fucks to give. I don't have care. I don't have interest in men's feelings. I'm not finding any of that shit.
That was from the frog races.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And I can't imagining a little dancing, singing frog from, was that from
Hello,
Looney
my
Tunes?
baby. Hello. That was Looney Tunes. That was, yeah, it was. But that's also where Erica's little tiny bow came from. I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Most
it was like a little
stylish.
froggy bow
Yeah.
tie.
So, Papa. No, Papa.
Oh, are we
You're
back?
typing.
I was trying to
was
remember
like,
the
they're also
Madonna
giving me. You guys are
song
also
that
giving me
talks
a lot of
about Papa.
time to think up. What is the god of death gonna divine for you?
Yeah, it's like you actually
the
have
god
to give us an answer now.
I'm sorry, if the god
Jurgle.
of death is not the most jerkle-offable person I have met in this game, you have failed as a DM, so you need to work very hard.
All
So
right.
the god of death also gives maternity/paternity tests. I'm so confused.
Look, it's a court order. They've got some shit in their history that they don't care to talk about. They're working it off, and they're doing their debt to society and Faerun. So let's all be
funnily
kind
enough,
about it.
So, by way of background, Jurgle was the original god of death, and 3 humans ascended to godhood: Murder and Strife, War. What are the 3? Bane, Val, and Miracle. And they wanted to depose Jurgle, and one of them become the god of death. And Jurgle was like, "Yeah, you know what? Why don't you guys take control? I'm just gonna go back here, and I'll keep the lists of the books of the dead, and I'm kind of in charge way back here, but you guys be up front." And that's sort of what Jurgle is now. The Temple
That's
of
the main
Jurgle.
part of Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes.
Is Jurgle the patron saint of like exhausted moms who are like, okay, you think you can do this? Go for it.
If, like, literally,
Love to see
you have
it.
absolutely described how the relationship between Jurgle and the Dead 3 are, right? Like,
Kind of,
Jurgle's like,
yeah.
yeah,
Jurgle,
whatever,
like-
you guys, yeah.
Jurgle is like, okay, you want to open our relationship? Go for it. I'm going to be laid 5 times by Sunday, and you're going to be crying into my panties. So let's do it.
Jurgle's the best part of Baldur's Gate 3.
He is.
I want to say stuff, but I want to ruin it for people. But anyway.
I've never played Baldur's Gate. I just know men.
All right. What the hell? Okay.
Present company excluded. Esquire, you're a gem.
Aw, I don't count.
No.
There's some kind of sparkle, and I show up and derail everybody.
There you
So
go.
we gotta go to the boat. Go to the boat and.
Wait, how did we get from a Spelljammer to a boat?
Because the
Well, it
Spelljammer
is the
is a
Spelljammer.
boat. It's just a space
Oh.
boat.
It's the Moist Pleasure Barge, so christened by all of you. That said,
We're gonna
Calling
go
it like
get
the inevitable
child.
pleasure barge.
all right, you go get. She disguises herself. She casts an illusion spell and disguises herself as I don't know, a dwarf, and she's just walking along as a dwarf with you now.
Does she have a beard?
Yes,
Nice.
in my world, female dwarves have beards.
Absolutely.
Female
Seems
presented dwarves, anyway.
completely reasonable to me.
They are lustrous and gorgeous. Anyway, you go back to.
Probably they have accessories in them because they love themselves.
Very well oiled. Smells
Yes.
really good.
Yeah.
They clean their beards. That's important.
Like fresh and beautiful, luxurious.
Do they have
Just-
beard
just-
gems that you can like just twist into your little beard?
No,
If
it
they
is, but it's normally
don't-
braided.
But you can put gems in a braid. If
Not
they
twisted
don't,
in,
Pepsi's.
braided in.
I don't know how to do that. But if they
This
don't,
one
have
was my
gems
fault. Sorry,
available-
Seth.
Seth,
I'm
no,
highly
Pepsi
amused.
is straight up putting thought into, like, I don't have anything in my inventory that I can do this with, but like if they don't have gems in their beautiful, luxurious, fragrant, perfect beards, I would like to make something for them at some point. I just want to say that. I want to establish that. I will shut the fuck up now.
You do not have to shut up.
Quick disclaimer, and then I'll shut the hell up. Apparently, Vyvanse is out of stock everywhere because there's like.
Oh, that explains tonight. Okay.
Yes. There is some ingredient that I don't know. This is what I heard from my NP, that there's apparently something that they've run out of. So.
I'm good until like literally just about Valentine's Day, so Kelly's gonna have a wonderful Valentine's Day this year if there's a problem.
Oh goodness.
Anyway, all right. You go and get Princess Ziali, heir to the throne of the Zyrixian Empire, who has disguised herself as a dwarf, and she will accompany you back through the streets of the Rock of Brawl to the Temple of Jurgle, wherein you are taken down into the catacombs below, and I'm not going to do it. I was going to have Drew show up, but anyway, there is a large human there, bald head, big guy, and he looks up and introduces himself. I don't know, give me a name.
Joe.
Frederick. His name is
Petunia.
Frederick. Was that?
Oh. Petunia.
Petunia. No, his name is Frederick.
I didn't know you said a man.
Yeah. His name is
I like
Petunia.
it
No.
better.
His name is Frederick, and he says, I understand that we are communing with the god today to ask some questions about lineage and heritage. Is this correct?
Yes.
Frederick, human priest of Jurgle. Since my best note-taking program stopped a year ago. Yeah.
Must not have been your best then.
I know. She must not have been. How can we help you today? Who is the subject? Let me get some better creepy music.
This person is the subject of interest. We are looking to divine the exact provenance, plane, person, time, and any potential relation to myself.
Okay. You're ready with your question?
That is the question.
Please repeat that. It's usually an answer, like something I can answer. That the provenance is.
What is the provenance of this subject, down to the plane or origin in time, and any potential relation to myself?
Ah, I see. Well, he looks down at the dwarf and up at you. Down at the dwarf and up at you. Ziali then drops the illusion and steps forward to stand next to you. And that dawning look comes over his face, and he says, I see. Please, sit. And he beckons you over to 2 stone chairs that are facing his stone desk. And he begins to cast the spell. Moments after casting the spell, his demeanor changes, his eyes roll back in his head, and this deep, coarse voice rolls out of his throat, and it says, "You could be buried next to each other in the same cemetery."
Yeah, so could myself and a stranger.
That's how cemeteries work. That's no.
That's quite literally the point of cemetery.
Pepsi grabs Muddy like, oh, you could live next to somebody in an apartment building. Fuck you, bro. I mean,
you
I
could
do that,
share an apartment. Yeah, I'm
Nope.
also not related to Pepsi.
But like,
The
we're
next
soul sisters,
sentence,
so, like,
the
don't
next
put them in
sentence
that.
is, in every timeline, you could share a cemetery with this person. Except one.
You know, it's very fun how none of these are answers to that question.
You're literally asking a god of death to divine something. And the god of death is telling you in his way that yes, you are mother and child. However, perhaps from other timelines.
I like that it's a yes or no question, and this motherfucker is making it so complicated.
Right? It's like, could you tell me
Or wait,
if
okay,
this
fine.
bread is
Yeah.
expired? And he
The guy
goes,
sits up and says,
You need
"Yeah, dude, you're
extra
related."
gold?
and the answer is eggs come from chickens. It's like, okay, cool, but this bread though, like, what the
Lord.
fuck?
Can I
literally molding.
Okay, y'all, next time we're at a market that seems like it's got, effective mages of any kind, can we get something that dispels against obvious and I didn't ask? Is there a satchel? Is there a ring? Is there a charm that I can get? I love you, Seth. I don't mean to be.
I'm just amused. Like, literally, the god is telling you in his own way that yes, they're related somehow.
Yeah, related somehow. Okay, so
yeah, and my
they're
question
elves.
was like, divine the providence from what plane?
Modit, you have 2 more questions.
No, I paid for 2 questions.
Can I roll
Oh, you paid for 2. All right, then you have 1 more question.
I was gonna
Can I roll
say,
insight
take the 2.
Yeah, right.
The fact that this god is determining that they're related, can I roll insight to know if that means like your cousins or like, you and technically mushrooms are related in the grand scope of everything?
Right? It's like
You
we
are
shouldn't
but
have
children
asked
of the
god
universe.
Death, like he sees things way too big. I should have asked like the god of, I don't know, spoons.
I know.
Why
Look,
are we asking the god of death about this?
because this is the loser that we have available, so we're doing the best we can, as far as I understand. I don't know. That's Pepsi's interpretation. That's not the actual interpretation. Don't listen to me. I am not a reliable narrator. That is just Pepsi. It's just like...
This dude's not my god of death. So
All right,
whatever.
I'm just reading the spell, by the way. The GM offers a truthful reply. The reply might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen.
Okay, wait, did you read it entirely? Was that the entirety of the spell?
The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of other spells or the loss or gain of a companion. If you cast the spell 2 more times before finishing your next long rest, there's a cumulative 25% chance of each casting that you'll get a random reading.
Okay, that's wild. But it doesn't say anything about not bullying the DM. Do you want to review it for me? Do you want to just double check it?
It does not.
For clarity?
It doesn't.
Okay. Just wanted to check.
Hey, Ella, roll initiative.
Yeah. I'll roll initiative with my big, beautiful, fat lips.
Oh my god.
16.
I
love you, Seth.
You guys are on it tonight. I love it.
Oh my god. I mean,
I missed you, assholes.
my instinctual second question and why I paid for the second question was I was going to ask is
Good night, Burly Earl. Oh my.
Can I just kill her? But
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep going with the shtick.
But I have not asked the question yet. But I'm not sure if
And I thought it was
actually no. I'm gonna phrase it a different way.
Please do.
Would this timeline, plane, whatever, be best served through the elimination of all members of the Royal Xerixian family, sans myself?
Let me think on that one. Do any of you know what Gith are in character in this game?
Have they ever come to the circus?
What is?
Have I seen them on my travels?
Gith Yankee and Githzeri. Actually, give me a history check from Theris and an Arcana check from everyone else.
Cool. Let me roll an Arcana check for you. Yeah.
Well,
that would be a 9.
That is a 5. That's probably ranking in the high tier of me ever in my entire straight up 25 years I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons. I think a 5 Arcana check it ranks in the 90th percentile for me.
What did Hiccup get?
27.
All right, so
Thank goodness.
Hiccup is going to have to explain this to the rest of the party. So this response takes the form of a floating illusion in the center of the room. And you see what looks to be a royal funeral with Ziali and her brother laid out dead. There are several, I don't know how to describe Gith. Tall, lanky, muscular, heavier armor, sort of batwing ears, nose pulled back a little bit, and they are standing over the body, and behind them, what can only be described as the universe on fire.
This world is on fire.
Do you need me to interpret that?
Yes, please. If you don't mind.
If you kill them, the universe will burn.
Oh.
So we can't kill this bitch?
We can't kill her.
I don't like that.
We can't kill the daughter?
Nope.
Oh.
I will never
can
support
we at least,
a
put her to work or
situation-
something?
I will never support a situation where a woman is put into the place of having a child that she does not want. And I don't care if the whole world is going to catch fire. Autonomy, like individuals having autonomy, is important. And
I agree.
Can we just send her away?
Hold on for a second. If I am not mistaken, wasn't it 5 questions for 300 gold, 3 questions for 200, and then you negotiated for 3 questions for 150?
I'm not asking you a goddamn thing. I'm talking to my friends. This is between you and everyone else. If you choose to answer something I say, that is you acting out of pocket.
No, but what I'm saying is, Muddy has a 3rd question.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
she's
sure.
thinking about it. Could you not rush her? Like, this is about a person who is claiming to be your progeny. Could you maybe, take a sip of your coffee? I have some very stale Nana Toppins in my bag. Can I offer you some?
You left it in the brig.
No, I left her a few. I stocked up. I didn't give her my supply. She's a prisoner. She's not going to get all of my donut holes. Are you kidding me? All of my holes for a prisoner? No, sir. No, sir.
I wanna pull in my 2 friends, and I want to do a quick whispered consultation. And be like, we need to phrase this last question. We need to come up with it together.
Are you channeling Chad Gepetti?
I don't know who that
ChatGPT.
is. Oh, yeah. Because once again, my instinct is to just be like, how do I get rid of her and not fuck the rest of us over? But maybe one of you guys has a better suggestion.
I mean, end of the day, right? This person, Ziali, has offered to you that if you help her find the resistance and retake the throne, she will call off the expansion of the Empire and the enslavement of the symbiotes.
And I trust her less than I have ever trusted anything.
I mean, Hiccup did probe her brain, and she said she would keep her word.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing as, like, actually doing it. Like, somebody's intentions aren't the same thing as, like, actually what they're gonna do. Like, if I say, I'm gonna do laundry tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and I don't do laundry, I didn't lie the day before. I just didn't get around to doing it. I was too busy. I was too tired. Oh no, the power went out. Oh, like, there's ways around things like that. Especially if the motivation was, oh, I just really fucking hate my brother, not I fundamentally disagree with everything I was raised around. But that could be the final question, which is, if we restore Asshat to her throne, will that solve the Xerixian Empire problem? What do you guys think?
I really want guarantee of that from somebody who is not her before we operate on that as though it is truth. Like, that is something that is, like, that's a fart from a fly. Until
I mean, you are
we have
asking the god of
literally-
the dead this question.
I am not talking to the god of the dead. That is not my place. I'm not speaking, like, that's not for me. I'm speaking to my companions about my insights and my dumb I'm coming down from so many drugs. Pepsi. I know exactly what drugs I'm personally coming down from. And I guess, yeah, like, if the gods can tell us if this person is actually so, like, all of these things are great because they're all contextual, but what the fuck does it mean for us? Like, from the perspective and from the, best practices of individuals from the realm and time and timeline and all the shit that we are, that's what I care about. But I don't know how to ask that.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say we could ask what the state of the Empire will be if we reinstall her as leader.
I like that. That's the third question.
You sure?
I don't like how you're asking.
No, I'm
that,
just I don't want you
yes.
to I don't want you to feel like I rushed you into the third question.
Yes.
So. All right.
You're giving Sirius Regis at the $500,000 question mark energy.
The response you get is another image, an illusion floating in the center of the room. And it is all of you, the five of you, Aurora, minds blessed by fire, standing on a restored tower at the Biblioplex with a Xerixian envoy ship floating above in what looks like some sort of diplomatic mission. And that is what happens, according to the God of the Dead, if you help her retake the throne.
That's good.
And notably, Senzan no longer has a symbiote. None of you do in this image.
That's good.
Does that imply that if we do this thing that she actually will help the symbiotes the way that we are trying for? I'm not asking anyone.
That seems to be what the Oracle is portending.
That seems so. It seems very short term, but can't do anything about it.
I mean,
But-
you guys are you, so I don't know what kind of insane choices you're going to make in the next couple of weeks. So that is the best I can do with the information I have.
Unfortunately, I am not allowed to eliminate the world's most annoying idiot wizard just on the basis of personality and curse the rest of us to eternal space on fire. It generally causes a small scale depression. So I guess she gets to live.
I think that is the perfect place to end tonight with, but I guess she gets to live. All right, who wants to go first with confessionals? Anybody? I'm gonna change the
I'll do it. Hi.
All right, hold on.
It's Miss Sassy.
It's Miss Sassy.
She just got groomed. Like, we both had a spa weekend.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, we both got extra cute.
Aw.
She needed it. She deserved it.
Ah.
Pepsi has gone through a little bit of not a transformation, but a realization that, like, her whole fucking game, her whole steez with the Shillelagh child, who's older than all of us.
She made it all night and then locked up right now.
No!
Her, she's been having brownouts because, yeah. And it's just funny. I'm glad she made it all night, but we'll see if she comes back. Let's go over to Hiccup. Look at that.
Well, much to think about. Actually, not a lot to think about. I don't really like this lady, but, like, I guess we have to keep her alive if we don't want, like, the universe or whatever to die. Whatever. You know, if I just ascended to godhood, this could all just be so much easier. I'm really just, I'm bungling this for everyone. I need to be better, more powerful, more capable, godly.
I love it. Perfect. All right, Theris, for the 10 minutes you were here.
Oh my gosh, do I really have to do a confessional?
No, you don't have to do confessional. You can say something. I don't know. There you go.
I guess we'll keep this annoying little... I don't even know what to call her, because I have no idea. I guess we've got to keep Maudie's little spawn child safe and get her back on her throne. And really, we've had to do so many favors for people in exchange for something. I suppose that, you know, eternal universe burning is as good a reason as any to help her. So
why not?
Why not?
All right, cool. We have Indeed lost. Oh, look at her. She looks so cute in her little frozen picture.
I have no symbiote in this race, so.
All right. Anybody want to add anything before we log off for the evening? We'll be back next same bat time, same bat channel next Monday. And
well, you forgot me, sir.
Oh my God! I'm so. I was saving you for last because you were going to be funnier. Because I know you. So, please tell us about your rant. Give us your.
Well, I am high-key irritated that I am not allowed to get rid of the world's most annoying surprise relative. Magical 23andMe sucks. But I would like to say, vindicated that apparently we are existing in the single solitary timeline where she's not my actual child. So she can fuck off and keep living in the brig. So, I guess we'll just kill the other cousin or whatever.
You mean your son?
Not in this timeline, asshole.
Gotcha. All right.
Alternate timeline Maudie is not me. Not real.
Just because she has a brother, it doesn't mean Maud eats his mom too, does it?
Well, they were twins.
Oh, I missed that part. I missed everything. I'm just gonna shut my mouth.
All right, and Pepsi's back. Ella's back to finish her.
Sorry, like, Texas is the land of the free, and we are free from functional electrical grids because we are so independent. We're so independent and so free that I end up cooking food in my fireplace for 1 week out of every year because I'm so free from the burdens of having functional electricity. Pepsi doesn't give a shit. Pepsi loves you. Pepsi loves Muddy. Pepsi's on Muddy's team. Pepsi just, like, wants to make it clear. I ride or die for my bitches. This person is not my bitch, but I'm going to... Pepsi does not live in Texas, but Ella Darling does. And Ella Darling cannot get past, like, basic hospitality. Like, yeah, you're a real piece of shit, and you fucked me over. But, like, can I offer you something to drink, you piece of shit? So, like, that's where I'm coming from with Pepsi. This is not... I'm faux playing. Anyway,
I got you.
No, of course you're wonderful. Yeah, Pepsi is just psyched to be here and try to help. That's all Pepsi has. That was the end of it. It was literally another like 14 seconds of nothing before the wind decided to silence me. Anyway, shutting up.
It's all good. Thank you for coming back. We appreciate it. And next week we might actually go try to do some Dungeons and Dragons-y things. Like, I don't know. There's a shadow dragon out there looking for you.
Get in line, bitch. You ain't special.
Yeah, I'm unconcerned.
All right.
I forgot what we did to the shadow dragon to piss him off.
Oh, we super tricked him and then stole the spellbook.
Oh, that's right. There was
Yeah.
like the bubble thing
And you
It
stole
was
his
so
spellbook.
fucking petty and embarrassing that they're still fucking obsessed with us about this. Like, can you like maybe get over yourself? Like, come on. Like, it's so embarrassing. Like, I'm getting secondhand embarrassed. Do I need to take damage from this secondhand embarrassment? Should I take psychic damage because I'm so secondhand embarrassed from this embarrassing ass dragon who's like, girl, can I introduce you to loving yourself? Because like, come on.
On that note, friends, everybody wave good night. We'll see you all next Monday. Thanks for joining us. Balls.
Balls. Love yourself. Balls.
Love yourself.
Bye.